Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between Infi versus Fly here on Lost Temple. Now, your eyes are not deceiving you. I am not running StarCraft 2 on low quality. This is in fact WarCraft 3. So WarCraft 3, we have Infi spawning as the human player over here at the what I'll call the 8 o'clock position, or no, the 8 or 9 o'clock position. Meanwhile, we have Fly spawning over here as the purple orc and over here at the 6 o'clock position. Now, I know for a fact that I am going to get my minerals and gold confused up, but gold is a mineral, so hopefully it does not get too confusing. Now, I'm going to be curious as to how these players are going to be opening up. I know that Archmage has been falling out of style recently as that first hero, but this is Lost Temple where there is a lot of creeps. And creeping does become very, very powerful, so maybe we will see the Archmage versus the Blade Master. I would be very, very surprised if it was any other hero except the Blade Master coming in from Fly. Unfortunately, Fly using a BMM name instead of his typical name, so it will be a little bit confusing there. And now we do see that the Blade Master is out, and you're gonna see that this one peon over here is going to scout over here in this direction. Now, this map was changed up just a little bit. It is not the official Reign of Chaos version of Lost Temple. You can see that there is a lot of weird overlays. There's like a little bit of frost here. It looks like it is the Frozen Throne version, except they didn't bother to change some of the edging, so it does look a little bit out of place here on this map. We do see that the one peon will be coming into this direction in just a moment. And are we going to see any militia creeping coming in from Infi? Infi back over here now getting one footman. He may call over a lot of militia and then try to creep out this location here in just a minute. This was taken from the GLeague, I believe, season, the most recent season, and now militia now being called over with the Archmage. Archmage now most likely will be dropping a water elemental, however has not dropped a water elemental yet, waiting to get in position, will be dropping a water elemental, and these are not the standard frozen frost and trolls, so this is not the Frozen Throne version at all. It is more of the Reign of Chaos style. Back over here, you now see that the Troll Berserker will quickly get taken down. Normal damage dealt by these footmen will be able to deal a lot of damage towards those units rather quickly, and down goes the water elemental as well. But very, very nice by Infi. Infi making sure not to use too much of his mana. Meanwhile, back over here, the Blade Master now with also Wands of Illusion as well. So Wand of Illusion on the Blade Master, he will not need to get any sort of mirror images in order to soak up some damage as well. And now that orc taking a lot of damage. Back over here, we should be seeing a Voodoo Lounge. Yes, a Voodoo Lounge now being placed down. I believe you can actually buy from the low ground and then buy something from the high ground. You simply just cannot sell in the other direction. Back over here, we now see peasants currently just building very, very quickly, trying to speed build this one town hall. Town hall most likely will get a lot of towers as well as Infi sets up that expansion underway. We now see that these little Null Poachers getting taken down first. They do have higher DPS, and now finally finishing off that Null Brute, the Water Elemental doing its job, soaking up all that damage, and now a Blade Master going to be coming in over here. Blade Master does have a healing salve, now trying to heal back up. Most likely will Wind Walk, try to sell his Scroll of Town Portal and maybe his Circlet of Nobility, and then and maybe pick up some Boots of Speed as well. So is that going to be the case? Waiting for that Boots of Speed. No Boots of Speed just quite yet, as the Archmage is doing a good job denying any of those heals. This one town hall will be completed momentarily as the Blade Master has sold his Scroll of Town Portal, picked up the Boots of Speed and the Circlet of Nobility, and going to be coming over here in just a moment. The peasants now trying to pull away, trying to get away from those grunts over here, but the grunts now are going to get surrounded. So one grunt, stuck in the back over here, and it may get taken down. That is a very, very expensive unit to take a lot of damage. However, the Archmage back over here, not quite sure why it's trying to run away. Could be just taking down this grunt. The grunt down to 250 hit points. However, the Blade Master now coming in as well. So the Blade Master dealing a lot of damage as well. The Archmage continuing to run around, trying to deal more damage towards that grunt. Grunt down to 196 hit points now. Just 96 hit points back over here. Meanwhile, the Blade Master continuing to fight. Also getting in another illusion in on this fight. Scout Tower will be completed. However, it will be quite some time before that becomes an Arcane Tower. Back over here, we now see one grunt, more grunts continuing to join in on this fight. Another low hit point grunt, now already down to 86 hit points. Will it be able to escape? It looks like a very, very nice pathing coming in from Fly. Archmage does not have the Boots of Speed, I do not believe. No, it does not have Boots of Speed. Gonna have a very hard time trying to chase down that one orc there. And now, yeah, that orc, only one orc was able to survive. I believe the Archmage did get one of those orcs trying to click around the map, and now using that one Archmage over there. So back here, we now see another Grunt trying to hold and trying to delay this expansion before this Arcane Tower does get up. The Arcane Tower will be up in just a moment, and that Blade Master does not want to try to engage. Blade Master also using another charge of that healing salve once again, and the Archmage doing a good job on both sides. And oh, you see that Grunt taking some damage, and will that Archmage over here be able to chase off that Grunt? The Fountain, a very, very powerful percentage-based healing for that on the Orc units that have a lot of hit points. So that's why Orc players generally like Lost Temple. The human player also likes Lost Temple just as much, just because of this very, very easy expansion. And now you're going to see Infi most likely sitting at tier 1 for a very, very long time, trying to just mass up a lot of gold, and then at some point move out with it. So back over here, you can see him. Yeah, no, he's actually upgrading to tier 2 now, and now getting a lumber mill, but he will be staying in no upkeep for quite some time, trying to just get as much gold into those coffers. Blade Master sitting at level 2. Archmage back over here, currently sitting at level 2 as well. Buys Boots of Speed for himself. The old man riding on that horse, getting Boots of Speeds for that horse so that that horse can run faster. Don't ask me how he gets those shoes on them. I really don't know. Back in Blade Master now may try to creep out this particular location. Apparently, this one game was sponsored by Intel. So Intel on the Fountain of Health. Shout out to Intel. Thank you for sponsoring. Really, really just being involved in the esports community. Right now, back over here, we now see the Archmage moving in level 2 on this Archmage, and now going in against Bestiary. So Wyvern's coming in from Fly. So Fly not doing the standard 1 Spirit Lodge and 1 Bestiary. Instead, now switching it back up. I thought I saw Wyverns, but now it is going to in fact be Raiders and Ensnare. So this one sheep, or sorry, this one Hex onto that and Footman over there, down it goes. So this Shadow Hunter now getting a lot of quick experience, and now we have Footman wandering around the base. Not quite sure what those Footmen are trying to do. Meanwhile, back in the center, we now see that the Blade Master has single-handedly creeped out the center expansion. The Orc just abusing their high percentage hit points and able to just heal up more damage than these units in the center can deal. Blade Master does have now healing wards, so those units will be able to heal up very, very quickly as well. Footman just hiding off in this direction. Maybe a Staff of Teleportation will be coming online in just a moment. No Masonry upgrade just quite yet. A little bit surprised by that. As Infi, as a human player, you really want to get a lot of Masonry upgrades for your towers if you're going to build this many towers. But this building placement is very, very nice by Infi, making it so it's very difficult to try to even push in at this time. We do see that the Shadow Hunter now moving out and creeping with a Raider, and now the Blade Master using that Wind Walk will be able to come in across this map very, very quickly, and perhaps not going to try to engage over here as there's just simply too many towers to deal with. Back here, Footman with Defend creeping away from that Archmage. Archmage needs to get to level 3, and it looks like that's what Infi's trying to do, creeping away from his hero in order to get to level 3. Now the Archmage moving out with Water Elementals and using some healing scrolls as well. Back over here, the Footman doing a good job just fighting and continuing to give more and more experience to this Archmage. Archmage now sitting at level 2, almost level 3. Gonna go after this Great Hall. Great Hall gonna take a fair amount of damage. However, the Blade Master coming in, using those critical strikes, getting a lot of damage dealt there. And now I believe I saw the Archmage. Archmage back over here, now picking up, getting using that Staff of Teleportation, and that Blade Master perhaps looking for the Archmage, not quite sure where he went. Nicely done there. So playing a little bit of a mind trick on Fly, and now Infi moving out with a level 2 Water Elemental, gonna try to creep out this location here. Perhaps gonna get Defend, and now try to take out this Rock Golem. As soon as this Rock Golem goes down, hopefully the Water Elemental will be able to stick around just long enough so that there's going to be a lot of defending Footmen against trying to reflect all of those axes from those Troll Berserkers. Archmage now sitting at level 3 will be able to pick up another item, Belt of Giant Strength, so we may get, I would normally say a Panda, but since there is no tavern on this map, the Mountain King desperately just trying to run away now. That Mountain King will be able to get plus 150 hit points and plus 6 damage off of that Belt of Giant Strength. That is his primary stat. Able to deal more damage as well. So here comes this Mountain King. Mountain King probably going to try to regroup with all these units, and now the Peasants simply walking straight across the middle of the field to get another expansion over here. A very, very interesting play coming in so far by Infi. Infi not doing anything standard so far, but we may see Mass Griffins in just a moment. Masonry upgrade now being upgraded as well. Guard Towers will have an additional 100 hit points in addition to +1 armor, and now in comes the Archmage. Archmage now going to try to start attacking into this location, taking a quick boulder there as those footmen quickly coming in a single file line and just trying to finish off the rest of this attack here. And now we see scout towers, masonry towers being placed down, getting a quick bolt onto one of those troll berserkers, trying to take down that rock golem quickly. Meanwhile, back over here, Blade Master continuing to creep, getting +4 attack off of 2 circuits of nobility and a glove of haste. So very nice items there. And now we see the level 3 Shadow Hunter and a level 3 Blade Master. So the Orc player Fly definitely has has a hero advantage at this stage in the game. Mountain King transferring some items, perhaps going to give the Belt of Giant Strength over to the Mountain King. No, not going to give it over there, as that Blade Master just trying to figure out where exactly everyone is. Do we have any Griffin Aviaries? No Griffin Aviaries yet. However, we are not at tier 3, so that does make sense. What guard towers are up, no masonry upgrade so far, as the Mountain King and all these units continue to wander around the map. We do see more guard towers here being placed down, in addition to some scout towers. And the fight over here, Raiders now trying to come in, dealing a lot of damage towards these blacksmiths. I do believe that Fly does have pillage at this time, and then very, very nicely done moving in with that one peasant. That peasant trying to repair this one blacksmith over here, but that blacksmith is just unable to get repaired, and now in comes the militia. So militia now being called off there, and now those guard towers doing a lot of damage so far. 4 guard towers, 1 arcane tower. Arcane tower focusing onto that Blade Master. Blade Master unable to get any mana anymore, so not going to be able to do any wind walking. Meanwhile, the Mountain King and the Archmage back over here with a fairly small army so far. Infi sitting at 51/54. Meanwhile, over here, we have a Healing Ward coming in, so the Healing Ward doing a great job as well. Those peasants trying to repair, not level 2 masonry upgrade, only level 1, so this is going to be very, very bad. Infi losing a lot of his towers at this stage in the game, and gonna lose the Arcane Vault. However, this particular building may get taken down, getting a couple quick bolts on some of those units. Down goes 1 additional peasant, or peon there. Burrow does have a couple of peons in that fight, and now in comes a Scroll of Town Portal. Where is the Town Portal? Back over here, and now in come the units. So now in comes a quick roar. However, down goes one of those low hit point raiders. The Mountain King does have enough for another bolt. Gonna go ahead and bolt another unit there. No, trying to focus on the raider. Raider able to escape with 42 hit points. However, the Shadow Hunter now low on hit points, down to 160. And now in comes that Healing Ward speed scroll, but it will not be enough. Down goes the Shadow Hunter. So Blade Master, both sides taking a lot of damage so far. However, now in comes the Blade Master. Blade Master does have some amount of mana, so we'll be able to wind walk out of there. Nothing that will be able to reveal him at this time. And now those units are trying to pull out the mount, and once again, heroes are engaging. And now we have the standard tri-hero coming in from Infi. Infi now moving out with this one Witch Doctor. Wow, it's been a while since I casted a WarCraft 3 game with Witch Doctors. Witch Doctor now coming in. Blade Master down to 33 hit points. However, Spirit Link doing a great job there, keeping that one hero alive. Blade Master able to escape and fight another day. Infi now currently mining off of 3 gold mines and in low upkeep, or no upkeep. So he's currently getting 30 gold every trip. About I believe that's about 1,800 gold a minute, and that is a lot of gold to try to come back with. Infi is going to have a lot of money in his coffers very, very quickly as he takes this time to just get even stronger and stronger on his heroes. 422 compared to a level 4 so far. And now are we going to get another Holy Light? No, that one footman down it goes. Holy Light on cooldown. Mountain King continuing to try to fight back. Blade Master has a lot of damage to be dealt. 186 point critical strike. As these both sides just continue to exchange blows so far. Back over here, we do see a footman trying to engage a Witch Doctor. The Witch Doctor does have a magical attack, so should be able to win out on this fight. Back over here, we now see that is the Mountain King going to be able to get off a bolt. Getting off a bolt, there it goes, and able to save it. So now the Mountain King will be able to finish or able to heal up that footman over there. Stay tuned for part 2 of this replay between Infi and Fly. Infi and Fly here on Lost Temple.